All right, everybody, what is up? What is up? Y'all come on up in here. We are indeed live. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Random Talking Indie Show. What is up to everybody? Hold on, am I repeating over here? Okay, cool. Take that off real quick. All right, cool. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday, so you already know what time it is. Time for the Random Talking Indie Music Show, coming to you live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Let's see, Caffeine, Facebook, Twitch, Caffeine or no? In a minute. Okay, so while she's getting that set up, if you're just joining us for the first time, we do welcome you. We hope that you come back and kick it with us. If you're back with us, because we just dope like that. Welcome back, family. We are your hosts. I am 759, always on the screen and on the scene, ready to do my thing, joined by my co-host, everyone's favorite Minx, the Bronx Bully, the beast from the east with a gap in her teeth, but it's perfectly okay, aka Merciless Minx, aka Miss Bruhonesty. If you're nasty, it's my girl Minx Couture, Minx Contour, Minx Cooter, call her what you want to call her. Just don't call her copycat. Do they dig, Minx? Or do they dig?
I hope they dig.
And if not, we do have 2 words for you.
Le Cheval.
Yes. So, yesterday we had some things going on and we couldn't broadcast, so I do apologize. That's on me. But today we are here to give you the topics. We're here to give you little foolery, fuckery, and shenanigans Again, for those who are just joining us for the first time, we are here Monday through Wednesday from 7:15 until 9:30 ish. We operate on CPT. We do what we want. Before we do get started, I have a bit of a rant already. I know.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, it's not bad. It's really not that bad. As I give out the first of two here nigga awards, because y'all didn't ask for it, but we're giving it to you. That's exactly what TBS said when they decided for Juneteenth, we're going to show Creed 2, and Black Panther just for you. Here, niggas. Damn. It has nothing to do with nothing. I wasn't expecting you to play Amistad or Roots or nothing like that. But giving us Creed 2 and the Black Panther for Juneteenth was the best you could do. TBS, do better, please. We didn't ask for that. Y'all gonna sit there and constantly like miss the mark. And it's not just TBS, it's other people. They just made it a national paid holiday. So okay, we get an extra day off. Some of us don't. Okay, well, what does that mean? Like, how are you proven to be an ally for your African community, African American community, by showing us fictional movies? Okay, that's what you decide to do. So you basically gave all of us 3 Hit Nigga Damn awards that we did not ask for. BET, they're probably going Baby Boy you to death, Medea you to death. Let's see. What's the other joint? TV One. It's probably going to give you Saints and Sinners all day. Sisters, I mean, listen, you like what you like, you watch what you watch, but when this is supposed to be a teaching moment, because a lot of people are just becoming hip to Juneteenth, you should have took this time, TBS and other stations, to educate what Juneteenth actually is. What does that, symbolize, and how we can make it more, more known. Instead, you're showing us movies that we've probably already seen 15 million times. That's not really thank you, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But y'all have got to do better. This is like Black History Month all over again. You just gaslight, you give a shit that we didn't ask for. Like, here, niggas, damn, it's Black History Month. Here, take this. Roots. Here, take this. Color Purple. Here, take this. Driving Miss Daisy. Here, take that. Like, come on, y'all. Just do better. And that's my. I hate to have done that, but that was my little mini rant.
It was needed.
It was needed. It needed to be said.
It needed to be said.
And I said it. That's right, I said it, nigga. Damn. Here, watch these movies. Shut up. It's Juneteenth.
That's basically what it feels like.
I mean, yeah, so let's keep the show going, y'all. Head on over to minxradio.com for past and current episodes of the Minx Show podcast, available on most ESPs. And also, you hit up that website, hit that merch tab as well. Get you some Minx Mafia merch, or what we like to call mama. We got t-shirts, we got socks, we got bags, we got hoodies. It's too hot, but you teenagers love to wear hoodies in 90-degree weather. Jesus help us all. I don't know why. Something's wrong with y'all. I just don't understand why kids do that. But it is what it is. This right here,
damn, son,
might be renamed the Rabbit Hole Movement. Yeah, this is your Rabbit Hole After Dark. This is for your we don't want to call it conspiracy, but this is for your woke, too woke for the internet type news and jewels and things like that. So if you're thinking about joining a platform that is, that's what you're into, Telegram is free for iOS and Android users. The new industry movement, your Rabbit Hole After Dark. That sounds So nasty. Artists, please send your music and videos. Submissions at minxradio.com. We don't need a whole album, a whole, deluxe, nothing like that. We just need one good song, one hot video. Give us a little background, like a little EPK, if you will. Where you're from, what your social handles are, so we can properly shout you out. And also let your distributors know that your music is being played, for promotional purposes. And we also want to see you get paid. Right? I
Yeah.
mean, you do want some coins, right?
Oh no, they
So
don't want coins. They
no,
don't.
no. They just want to be broke all their life.
It's too corny to have your business together.
Yeah, of course. Who the hell wants to do that? Yeah. Also, if you want to donate to the Random Talking Indie Music Show, we do appreciate you. All proceeds go back to minxradio.com for the upkeep of the website and other business ventures we have under the Minx Radio umbrella. So if you would like to donate $1, $10, $100, that'd be great. We do appreciate you in advance. $ RTIM show. And now we're here. Yeah, nigga. Damn.
I do have an announcement actually.
Uh-oh. Hold on, I don't have a sound for that. But go ahead.
I was waiting to see if she came in. But we'll if anything we'll celebrate again. Shout out to DJ V Live. Thank you for becoming a Patreon member. That
Hey.
means so much, and I can't wait to help and do what I can. And you know what I'm saying? And I see that, we be having our nice conversations and stuff. And I really think that we're going to be able to merge into something that's going to be great for the underground. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it sucks to say, but it's, it takes a woman to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, no shade to any of these dudes, but
shade.
y'all don't seem to understand the concept of simple business. And I think what makes it different, and I hate to sound, fucked up by saying this, but women are more nurturing. I'm not saying women can't scam, but they have a conscience. You know what I'm saying? They'll feel it. You know what I'm saying? But a woman's intuition, like I feel like I have gotten so much further working with other women than I've had with men. No shade though. Shout out to Famco. That's one of my peeps. He is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to ask him, can you send me some artists? Can you send me some artists? Because he be finding some really good artists. Because again, as many times as my platform keeps getting taken down, we keep coming back, and we keep coming back in numbers. And it's been a very hard rebrand. And, part of this announcement, I definitely want to say that I apologize to a lot of people that I know personally that feel like our relationship has either disintegrated or is non-existent or anything like that. And I think about you guys. I do see your growth. But unfortunately, when you go through ruin, I'm not even talking financial ruin. I just mean in general, it takes some time to rebuild, because it's more than just, I can go back to doing what I was doing before. You can never go back to what you were doing before.
Yeah, it won't be the same. No.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of these things take like strategic planning and realizing what failed before. So you have to analyze the business model that failed as to why all your shit went down or whatever the case may be. Then you have to go back. And so it takes time to come up with ideas. You know what I'm saying? It comes time to come up with ideas. It comes, a lot of times to, which I'm up until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning with my book, writing down ideas. So again, anybody that feels like, oh, Minx has ghosted me. Like, Minx is not talking to me. Minx left me on red. It's a lot of things going on right now with trying to solidify my space so it can never be taken down again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's not like, people always say that, oh, you could always rebuild, but how do you rebuild if you don't know where your contacts were? And that was my biggest mistake. And that's a mistake I don't want anybody else to make, which is a free jewel for everybody. Always find a way to extract your following, period. Even if they're fake bots, I don't care what you do. But there are tools that you can do like once a month, is sit down, all your followers that are on Instagram, all your followers that are on TikTok, all your followers that are on anything, export that spreadsheet. If it wasn't for TweepsMap, shout out to TweepsMap, even though I was paying $17 a month for TweepsMap. And TweepsMap pretty much was letting me know my engagement. It was more in depth than the free version.
Mhm.
But because they had sent me every quarter, like every time I made a payment, they sent me a PDF of all of my followers and how we did. I was able to find the majority of them.
Right.
So sometimes when you get your shit taken down, the first thing you feel is fear because you're like, damn, now how is anyone going to ever realize or follow me where I'm at? And this is why I stress the importance of emails. I stress the importance of newsletters and all this shit for this reason. So again, I'm sorry if you guys think I'm ghosting, but building a platform and actually having to spend money on your platform, it's a lot different. You know, these are a lot of monthly investments that I have to take from my Patreon to make happen because I don't want this to ever happen again. It's really financially draining. You know what I'm saying? So I am wearing a Mink Show podcast shirt, and I do know that we have not had a Mink Show podcast episode. But I am still working. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to show my face and do a podcast without having to be a fucking avatar so no one flags me for impersonating
Yourself.
myself. So yeah, last podcast, everybody was like, oh my God, it's so cool. But I'm like, I don't really feel connected to you guys. You guys are not seeing my face. You know what I'm saying? You're hearing me, you're seeing my avatar, but you know, I'm working on it. So I'm gonna hit back everybody. Thursdays and Fridays are the best time for me to play catch up, and Sundays. So if you guys are trying to catch up with me, or if I owe you something or whatever the case may be, just please let me know. Don't hate me. Don't think I'm being brand new because of the locks, which I will say, this is the most that I have ever taken care of my hair. I think this journey is dope. I really do. Like I literally sat here, woke up in the morning. The first thing I said was, I have to retwist my shit because my grays were singing, honey. They were sticking out like alfalfa. So I said, you know what? So I spent the day, I played some, relaxing music as I retwisted and replaced and resoldered. Like I'm just sitting here just playing around. And
I mean, you got to go through the real process.
oh,
I'm month 9 and I'm like, Jesus, it still
nobody, how come
hasn't
you
fully
didn't tell
locked
me?
yet.
How
It
come
still
you didn't
hasn't.
tell me that this was a process?
Well, I've never rocked faux locks before. I've always did the actual
A faux
joints.
lock is very hard to keep up.
It is. It really is.
Because one, get out of place.
You got to do the whole thing.
You gotta do the whole thing over. And I literally was like, no, we got this. We got this. Yes. Yes, just pull that little strand. Yes.
And then the whole thing unravels. Son of a bitch.
The faux lock. But I will definitely say I want my hair to grow and breathe like it has been. My hair has grown.
Do
And
some more Bantu knots.
I'm thinking about doing that next.
Yeah.
I want to do the whole shebang. So it was a lot of work. Gina, she helped me with the rubber bands and shit. But I was like, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
But a very, very interesting journey. And I now understand how annoying it is. I like your dreadlocks. My what?
What did you say, bitch?
Oh, your hair. Yeah, my hair. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. But I have been seeing a trend on TikTok where people are using yarn.
I had my natural. I had my locks, and once upon a time they were like down to my boobs, and I took them, and my mom wrapped them in yarn,
I thought that was so cool.
like the whole entire thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did it, but I was like, I wanted to try something new. It lasted for a while until my roots started to bud,
Mm-hmm.
and it was time for the because at the time I crochet hooked my roots so it would lock.
Yeah.
And I did the wrap, and then they started to grow out, and it's starting to look a little crazy.
Wow.
And I was like, it's time to cut this yarn off. And I left them in there for like a good 2 months.
Oh, that's not bad.
Was I able to wash them? Yeah, but they really didn't get as clean as if I was just washing yarn.
Yeah.
So I really didn't wash my hair. Like I got the roots and the scalp, and that's great, but I didn't really get into the hair itself.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit is crazy. I actually watched a girl, do it. Like, she had whole multicolored hair.
See, I
Dark
didn't want to do the whole George Clinton thing. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, she did the whole thing. Yeah.
Walk around talking about one nation under a groove. Like I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that.
But I said to my, my aunt, I was like, she's like, how are you dealing? Like, how are you doing with it? I said, honestly, I said, I love it. I love the low maintenance of it is what I like. Cause I to take a wig off and put it on every day and you're sweating and these lights and it's like, now I have scalp. So I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Gina, she says to me today, we should do blonde next. I said, see, now you're playing. Yeah, I like the honey. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
honey it's kind of neutral.
It plays off your complexion. Looks
Yeah.
great.
But everyone's like, you should do pink. And I was like, no, I'm good. I just want to, can I just be a bruja and just do my shit? Thanks. Can I just be happy with that? I appreciate it.
Be happy and enjoy and embrace your process.
Exactly. But I'm happy. I'm very happy. And yeah, I literally spent like damn near half this day doing my hair. So my hair,
Yeah.
I forgot how to wipe my face again.
Like, forget. I know one time I it took me from start to finish about a solid 4 hours. From wash to dried, moisturized, dried again, to tending to the roots, hitting the got the crochet hook.
Oh, I got the same one.
Got the crochet hook, and then I got some of these. These are a little for those who rock locks and have issues with flyaway hair, as most of us do. You can get these on Amazon. They come in a pack of 4, and these are little needles that you take, and they got little gouges in them. I don't know. Well, I doubt you can see them, but they're like real small. It's got little gouges in them, so you can take your flyaway hair, and as you palm roll, you kind of stuff it into your lock, so it kind of controls the flyaway.
That's so cool. I didn't even
Yeah.
know they had that.
It's a whole yeah.
I meant to tell you. Listen, when we were at Spencer's today, Gina comes up to me and she's all upset. And I said, "What's wrong?" She says, "We should have sent her this cup." She's holding the cup in her hand. I'm looking at the cup. It's Golden Girls. But you know what? We're gonna send it to her. Because look, I ain't going. I said I'd rather order it and send it to you than mail it to you. Because if that shit breaks, you know what I'm saying? At least somebody could be held responsible for
that
it.
next phone call. Hey Minx, hey dog, this what you think of our friendship? We broke? Is this what's going on?
So I said, yeah, we're gonna order that. This was the perfect cup. I said, wait a minute, it's only Sophia. Oh, it's the rest of them.
Yeah, that's Michelle. I love it.
So yeah, we sending you a cup to finish, finish Friendship Day. That's the last one because I didn't have any.
No, man, that ain't right. That ain't fair.
You getting the cup? We're sending Gina.
Okay, get the cup, but now I have to send you. We're going to be doing this all year.
I'm good. I'm gonna send you the cup because she insisted. I said she doesn't want it. You think she's gonna want the cup? Just send her the cup, mommy. I will send her the cup.
See, my bestie knows me. She's never met me.
Oh yeah, she knows. She knows.
She knows me so well. All right. Well, are you ready to get into it?
I sure am.
We got some time.
Oh my God.
Skirt.
Who did that song? Do it, do it, do it, do it. Okay, it'll come to me. It's an R&B song.
Are we having a mixed moment? What's going on here?
You said let's do it, and I said, oh, there's a song called "Do It." I forgot who it's by. It came out in the late 2000s. But go ahead.
All right. And first up, and you cannot make this shit up news. Your girl Tessica Brown, aka the Gorilla Glue Girl, launched a hair care line called Dun 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 Forever Hair. She's got some Hairspray for $14, some sleek edge control for $13, hair growth drops for $18, which can all be purchased on her website, tbforeverhair.com. She noted that her products were inspired by Gorilla Glue. However, there's one major difference. Her products can be safely washed without damaging the hair and the need for medical intervention. If this that's wild. You know, honestly, I hope she becomes successful.
Hey, Patrice.
Hey, Patrice, I hope she becomes successful. I hope
Um,
she has learned from her bullshittery and her fuckery of using Gorilla Glue. I hope that her products, sell, and I hope that she gets good reviews. Okay, Minx, go ahead.
honestly,
She's stuck. She don't know what to say.
I really think that this was an entire marketing ploy.
Of course it was.
I really think it was an entire marketing ploy because there's no way possible.
You went with that shit in your hair for 2 months,
Not
then
even.
decided to get on the internet.
Not even. How the fuck did they come up with a product so fast? How did they come up? It takes like people don't just wake up and decide I'm gonna make a hair gel. Because first of all, you have to go through. It's a process. You can't sell chemicals and all that shit until you get, it tested by a lab, so that there's results. So there's this and that. That shit takes time. If I wanted to release a hair care product, it don't take. Well, okay. Let's be realistic. When did this gorilla situation happen?
When did we first talk about this? It's been, 3-4 months ago? If I believe.
She says, Patrice says February.
February. Damn, it's been that long.
February, March, April, May, June. That's 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
See, this leads me to have to now Google how long does it take to release a hair care product. So how long does it take to get to Mars? You see, y'all need to chill.
No, come with us.
To release, because I'm about to call bullshit right now. Release a hair care product. Because you can't just how long does it not how to use it. How to start a hair care line. Okay, so we're at HSA Cosmetics. Wondering how to create a hair care product line. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was.
Okay, so. All right, so they're saying. That's not what the fuck I'm asking. I'm asking how long does it take to develop a hair care product line? Okay, so this is using somebody else's shit. Because this is under her name, right? Like this is her brand?
Yes. TB Forever Hair.
Oh, we're gonna find this out today. Okay,
How
so
long does it take to charge a Tesla? I would never know.
Like 8 hours. Beginning a hair care line is one of those tasks that can be difficult. However, if you have the right information, a mentor, and the proper paperwork, you can start a successful hair care line. Beginning a hair care line is an easy. Oh yeah, 100%, Patrice. Okay, first you need to find a mentor. So someone got to bring you in, kind of like with the Forex motherfuckers.
It could cost anywhere between $500 and $25,000, depending on your chemist and the formulations.
Oh, that's kind of about the amount of money I would need in order to start a GoFundMe. So bottom line is because I don't want to spend too much time researching it because I'm gonna come back with that information, because if that's the case and she came out about this happening in February and it's only 4 months later, how in the fuck were you able to start a hair care line if you had to apply? You had to then get the funding. You also
Okay.
needed a mentor, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm on the website and it looks okay. Got the little droppers, different, products. She has for growth, stimulating oil with pure avocado, black castor, and rosemary. She has Forever Hold, firm, flake-free hold with lasting shine. She has the sleek edge control, smooth, strengthens, and nourishes. Someone cannot spell nourish, and you should have proofread that. Nourishes. Yeah, no. Yeah, you need to check that. That's already a red flag for me. She's also selling t-shirts, hoodies, says bonded for life, for $50. They're sold out. So sweatpants that says bonded for life, sold out, $45. Uh yeah, hoodies for $50, $30. Everything's sold out. All her merch is sold out except her hair care stuff.
Okay. All right. So here's what I definitely do know. Oaf Dread says, wait, people proofread. Yeah, that won't happen.
I mean, come on now. You want to see that's what kind of grinds my coffee beans. Like, bro, if you want to be a successful business, spelling is everything. Punctuation is everything. Because if you and spelling most definitely, because how are you gonna throw a party? You supposed to have Jeezy and whoever, and you put Jazzy instead of Jeezy. Like, come on now. Yeah, we know what the fuck you meant, but that ain't what the fuck you said. You said Jazzy, so now I gotta look for another nigga.
That's true.
Spelling counts, and especially if you're putting these titles on hair care products. Simple misspellings like the word nourish, that's a red flag for me. I'm sorry. Like you gotta do better than that. Gotta do better than that.
And that's not to mention, first of all, okay.
Johnny at killbrand.com. That's who you look for the merch. Forever Hair Customer Service at Gmail. Okay. Powered by Shopify.
Yes, this is about the Gorilla Glue girl, who is now retailing
hair care products.
Hair care products, right? So the way that our minds work, especially my mind, when shit just don't add up, I start doing the math. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, she came out my hair in February.
It don't move. It don't move.
Thank you, Dishorn. Damn, why is it popping up twice? Shit.
I know, right?
Like, hype. I know. So she started this hair care line, and I'm looking at the timeline, right? This is why people keep telling me, Minx, you should have just been an attorney. Fuck this rap shit. I know. But as an attorney, I would have presented this as a prosecutor, a fraud, because this is what you committed, ma'am. Instead of creating a commercial or advertisement to build awareness regarding your brand, you went and created a mass panic within the Republic. You see what I'm saying? I'm watching too much Star Wars. To the public. Okay. So you then advertise and made another company look bad, right? So that's another shady business practice you did. You blamed Gorilla Glue for this, and Gorilla Glue never told you to put that shit in your head, right? Not only that, you began a GoFundMe, which is fraud, because now you tricked and deceived people into thinking that you hurt yourself, and they paid you. And I would want to pull those financials because I would want to see exactly where that money went.
And not only did they pay you, you also got the surgery for free.
And you got the surgery for free. That means that you should have returned all that money back to those people to say thank you, but no thanks. I'm good. But you took the money that was supposed to be meant for surgery.
Now, it could be just me, But given the little information I just gave you, saying it could take anywhere between 500 and 25,000 to start a hair care line, do you honestly think that she spent some of that to start Forever Hair, or
No,
how did that work?
she paid Buki for the PPP loan.
Oh, not the
See,
PPP.
I will pull up.
Yeah, you going down.
I'm gonna research her ass. I'm gonna find out her LLC information because I know you have to apply and create an LLC for this type of business, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at it as you deceived the public. You let people think that you were in dire straits and you took their money and you started a company and now you are still taking their money. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. If you were so worried, why didn't you go to Instagram and do that? Why didn't you go to Twitter and do that, or Facebook and do that? You went on TikTok knowing good and damn well that anything can go viral. And you use that platform to push and build awareness about you.
And not only that, you sent C&Ds to TikTok saying, hey, quit making fun of me. I'm not getting paid off this viral song, this remix.
It's
I'm
all
not
a
getting,
financial thing.
yeah, I'm not getting paid for it. So,
I'm not mad at it, but that's like me, right? With my Patreon, right? Now, if I was taking $1 from mad people and not delivering, y'all would hang me from the stake. Okay, y'all would be like, bitch, who are you? But this chick, she gets to get away with it, right?
okay, hold on a second now. I just looked up the website and I showed you guys the hair care products and all that.
Mm-hmm.
However, when I go under here and hold on, I hit this link.
Thank you, Till.
This is what I see.
Ooh.
The shop is currently unavailable.
Now, is it because they're watching us live and they're like, that bitch has a point?
Of course we do. But let me look this up again. tbforeverhair.com.
Like,
Yeah, and now it's showing.
oh, you know why that's happening? Their SSL security certificate is not valid yet. It's still processing.
Well, this is the Shopify page.
I fucking hate Shopify.
Yeah, well,
Thank you, Till.
yeah.
I'm always changing up on everybody. I'm more comfortable in this suit though.
Yeah, that's that on that. But Tessica, honey, if this is the real deal, and you did, however, get all your business in order, and if your LLC is valid, if we can look you up on the and everything's all good, then more power to you. I hope everything takes off. However,
she lied to these people. I'm letting you know this. Allegedly. I feel like she lied to these people. I don't think that she's being honest. I mean, that's like this. Like I said, there's a couple of artists that are on TikTok, right? So, and I kid you not, this is what's happening on TikTok, y'all. There's a couple of rappers. Oh my God, I got 33. So what I'm about to say is true. You have rappers on TikTok that created a whole joint. And first it started off with one artist and I was cool with that. But then I started seeing a repetition of this. And you have rappers that are like, hey guys, that last song I received a phone call from the Illuminati. They told me that I had to go to the lodge and then they go to a remote place, right? And it's dark and it looks scary. It's like, they want me to have a meeting with them here. So now like, you're kind of like, wait a minute. This is your gimmick? I tell, thank you.
Lord.
Like, this is your gimmick. Your gimmick is they want my soul. I'm like, for the first person that did that, it was funny. Haha. Yeah, you got followers behind that. You got people that started playing your music behind that. But now that so many people are doing it, it's actually really low-key cringy, and that ain't it.
Also, what I've been seeing on TikTok is everyone putting on their captions, I'm the creator of, I started this. I'm the creator of, I started this. You're doing it wrong. This is over the past few days. I that's all I've been seeing. I'm the creator of this sound. I'm the creator of this. I'm creator. Everybody's going to do it. Like you can't get upset. Like there's a trend. Um, there's a the Gucci Mane trend. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. You got people barking at the camera. All right, so it was this light skinned girl who wore the gold grills, and she had the fangs, and it's a certain setting, the little shake effect,
Mm-hmm.
the face follow or something like that. And when you bark and move your head a certain way, it adds the effect. Well, everybody started doing the shit. So then she's like, I'm retiring from that because everybody's doing it now. Well, no shit, it's TikTok. Everybody's going to fucking do it to see that they can do it.
Well, you know that one that I did was actually I never said nothing about it. I didn't feel I should say anything about it, but I was the first bitch that came out with with using juicy fruit and going like this and the freeze frame. But then they went and they took that shit. They took that and then they applied it with the Twister shit. And they added the caption. I say, I'm hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today. So you see the captions like, I went to go to work today, but then I didn't because I found $1 million on the floor. And I literally was like, like 3 people hit me like I was going to do a whole rant about it. I was like, I inspire people. I mean, how do you
Nothing wrong
get
with that.
mad? How do you get mad? Like, you have to understand that if you're really trying to be a wave, you have to create waves. You know what I'm saying?
And you have to take what comes with it. If you see everybody taking your shit and running with it, but they never once said, "Hey, I created this," and they even bigged her up.
What's up, more kids? But
Shout
it's
out to such and such for the sound. Shout out to such and such for starting the trend. She's the queen. He's the king. Da 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 da.
but it's
I
the
mean,
truth.
it's TikTok. Everybody's gonna do the same shit.
Not just TikTok, right? Like I noticed too, a lot of marketing companies. I'm like, y'all live on fucking Canva, bro. Y'all live on Canva. Like, do y'all even? And those of you that don't know what Canva is a website that you can use to create like those little cringy quotes and shit. With
Mm-hmm.
that little background, or you can make it look like a tweet and things like that. So Canva is where you would go for your stories.
Hey, RCV, what's up? I ain't seen you in a while, man.
Yo,
What
it's
is
goody.
what is good?
So that's exactly, people, these companies and businesses are using the same softwares. So it's not really original.
Right.
So the question is anything ever original, or are we just consistently evolving where everything just looks the same now?
Everything just looks the same now.
Hey, it's Tina. Say hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Basti. So, what did you have for dinner?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Yay. Everyone's saying hi, little Gina. Say hey, everybody. Look, Patrice, she threw up the little hands. They're waving at you. You have anything you want to tell the good people? Throw some hearts up at them. There you go. Yay.
Yay.
Say see you later, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Every day. Well, she's on time now.
She is on time.
She's our program director. I'm teaching her the ways of the office.
Oh, she already knows. Hey, what's this button do?
Oh my gosh, she's in here playing games and stuff now. So she was playing Roblox the other day, which Roblox is not good anymore. I have to tell her very gently. She can't play that by herself at all.
Roblox ain't it?
There's a girl that went missing. Yeah, she was lured from the game and a man kidnapped her. I mean, there's grown like this is what my gripe with Roblox. There are grown ass adults on this game, right? And this is the problem with a lot of these games and apps. You're not really talking about if the age to person ratio. And yes, Till says our son spent $100 in Roblox and they didn't tell him and they found out later. Yes.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
There's been several times that I've looked and it says, "Thank you for your payment from Apple." I'm like, what the fuck? When did I spend $19?
Oh, $100 you didn't see. That's where it hurts. It's $100 that you did not have.
That's all it is. Like you better open up a world and start charging people to play in it.
Yeah, of course. You know what? This goes way back to your AOL chat line.
Right.
It goes all the way back to that. We all used to lie by our age, of course. Myself included. Like I was 19 and shit, even though I was like 14. I mean, you had grown men. So you're so sexy. I just want to take you away from all this. Sir, that is kidnapping. I ain't got time.
Right.
I will find out where you live and I will come and take you away from your horrible place. Like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah,
log off and log off.
This is why I say a lot of like gaming lobbies, they really should have it geared towards one is for everybody, two for adults only. Like, why do I have freaking Tommy in my ear screaming, "You get boobs, you get boobs, you get boobs." I'm like, Tommy,
the boobs.
We're getting ready to play Call of Duty. I'll shoot you friendly fire, bitch. Shut
right. You got great New York boobs.
I do both. No, but Call of Duty is different. Like as soon as I get on, I says mute all. Boop. I don't even want to talk to my own teammates. That's how annoyed I am. How many times can you hear the N-word in one sitting?
Listen,
like
what they really need to start doing though is when that happens, boot them, block them, ban them. That's what you do. Like you kind of want to create these spaces where kids can come and play, where adults can come in and play without the verbal harassment. And if I have to be called the N-word 15 times within a game, I mean, that's unenjoyable as shit.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay, so, damn, New York Times has an article that says kid sold her soul to Roblox. What the fuck?
Oh no, really? How do you do that?
But believe it or not, in Roblox, I was very surprised. That movie that just dropped, I don't know what it was called, but it has to do with the Bronx.
In the Heights?
Yeah.
Washington Heights?
Right. They premiered that movie in Roblox. They made a whole ass world and everything that looked like the Bronx, and you were able to join and watch it, like how I have a big screen,
right?
In Club Minx, same thing in Roblox. Dead ass. I'm like, people think Roblox is because I play Roblox, right? But my job is not to fuck around and talk to these kids. We are opponents. Like we're playing like freeze tag and shit. Okay, but the thing about Roblox, what I like about it is this pros and cons of it. You on Bloxburg, Minx? I play all these games. I got to be in tune to everything my child is playing. You know what I'm saying? So she knows that I know. So when she's playing Roblox, I'm on my account and I'm in the same worlds that she's in. So when I see some craziness going on, I come right over there and I say, look, I am her mother. Okay. I will fucking hack you. I'll find out where you live. And I will make sure to it that wherever your parents work, they're going to get these chats. And then they block us ever so nicely.
Mm-hmm.
This is the problem with parents. Y'all think that it's a kid's game. So there's no adults on it. There are adults on this bitch.
I know nothing about Roblox.
These adults, like basically Roblox is basically a bunch of different worlds where kids are able to, which like I said, the part that I like is the technology part because kids are actually on their computers designing games. So you're basically playing the games that these kids create. So like you'll play like a 007 type of a game and a child that's 8 years old designed and built it. So I like that aspect. But I don't like the aspect of when adults, we have money, right? These kids don't have no money. So, these adults bully these kids, right? They'll tell them, I'll give you 50 Roblox coins if you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I'm like, why would you bribe these kids, in this way? Like they'll have like a kid will walk up and say, oh my God, I really like your avatar. It's really cool. How much did you how many Robux did you pay for it? You'd be like, I paid 1,000 Robux, but I can give you 1,000 Robux if you go into your mother's wallet and give me the, you know what I'm saying? This is what they do to these.
Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah, hold on one second, Jerry. You know what I'm saying?
Jerry.
This is what they do. So they, and then what's sick about it is that they're posing to, like, they're acting like children. You know what I'm saying? They're like, who's your favorite singer? And they're like, oh, I like Shawn Mendes. Oh, I love Shawn Mendes. My dad actually works with his blah, 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 blah. If you send me about 50 Roblox, I'll tell you.
I mean, come on, man.
That ass me.
Like,
Right. So it's a fun game, but it's like just like every other app, you have it, dangers. I don't think adults should be playing on it with other kids. I mean, if there's other adults, because there's some adult worlds that are very inappropriate for children. Very inappropriate. You have children. And when I say children, I hear the word children, I'm thinking like ages like 3 and up, maybe to 3 to 10. But you're talking about young teens that are actually like have simulated like reality shows and role playing and
is it like
yeah,
that's
there's kids doing
need
that.
that.
You go on YouTube and you type in like there's kids that are, I don't know why anybody would search, but Roblox sex, that is one of the most searched term regarding Roblox. Like I'm like 14-year-olds are really sitting there getting their rocks off watching 2 blocks block. What the hell is wrong with you, kid?
Oh my gosh.
Stop it.
Oh
Get
God.
some help.
Whatever happened to like going to your dad's toolbox and saying, I'm gonna take this Penthouse magazine and I'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever happened to that
Oh
shit.
no.
Penthouse was disgusting though. I used to, when I was young, I was like 14 and shit. I'd be looking at these magazines like this is when women were natural and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's never any black women ever. Like, how come there's never any black women at all? Like,
Because Penthouse was for
you tell me. You ask any black person with their first exposure to pornography, it was some white publication. I'm telling you this right now. It wasn't until like you went to like the deli, and I don't know if anyone's in New York, but them Arabs don't give a fuck. Okay. They have all the magazines like right next to the register.
so as soon as you walk in, wham, they're in your face.
I mean, you can't really see it unless you're like a freak and you oh, that's a titty. Mhm. Oh, I see a little bit. Yeah, they hang it right. RCP.
Next to the crates with the cat on it. The cat chilling beside the porno. Man, get out of here.
The cat had already read the whole publication. But yeah, you can literally walk in and it used to always bother me, like as a teenager, how open they were, like cool with that. Like dudes, let me get a Dutch. They put on, the fucking Corona on the desk on the top of the counter, be like, I see you got the new ebony stuff. Let me get the ebony stuff. I said, ebony? What is ebony? My dumb ass caught a virus on our home computer. My mom really thought I was a sexual deviant. I said, she says, who in the hell was looking up ebony porn? Who was looking that up? It's because I thought it was a girl named Ebony, and I just wanted to see if she had any videos. I didn't know it was a whole ass category.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
I didn't know. No, I was like, I thought it was. Oh, her name is not Ebony. Oh shit!
Oops.
But then it piqued a new interest. It's a new category. Great.
Let me see. My first foray into the nudie mag. I wouldn't call it a nudie mag because my grandmother used to have these detective books, and the cover always had these scantily clad women. And now I got to look it up because I had to see it, and now so do you.
Why do I know what you're talking about?
You give me a second, because you will know exactly what I'm talking about here.
You're talking about those erotic books.
You give me a second. You hang on.
Because them books from the 40s and 50s were very bad.
No, you got one of these.
I remember those for some strange reason.
You always got that. Like, these were the books that my grandmother had, these detective books. They had some dope ass stories in them, but they always had these bitches with hardly anything on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just blew my mind. Oh, and then here's my favorite one.
She said my favorite one.
This is the favorite because I remember seeing this exact cover. Like, why is she?
I remember these.
Why is she posed like this?
They really went ham.
Oh, and then if you love that, then you're definitely going to love this one. Hang on a second. All right. No, hang on.
I remember these books. That's what's scary about it is I've seen these books.
There you go. Now who the hell? Seriously.
No.
Oh,
I remember seeing books like this.
Oh, hell no.
But the crazy part about these books was at the back of every book had the want ads. And you had the men seeking women, men seeking men. Yeah, so you remember those. All right, so my cousin and I used to spend summers at our grandmother's house. And I tell her, I said, Grandma, we're going to find you a boyfriend. She said, don't be trying to find me no half dead ass convict. Nah, Grandma, we got you. Just trust us, right? So we get to the back of you hear shit like black male, age 65, correctional institute inmate. Like,
shit.
And these were detective books. She was like, there's red flag right there. He's 65. At the time, she was in her 60s, not quite 70. And she was like, he's a convict and he's already half dead. Like, there's nothing I can do with that. So,
but
that was my grandma.
I tell you, there was a year when my great grandmother, right? She always had books, right? So my dumbass decides that I wanted to go scavenging, right, in the house, looking for something to do because there's nothing to do in her house because it's quiet. So I found a whole box of books, and me, little minx, I had to be about a good 12 years old. And I pick up one of these books and I'm like,
we are so inquisitive at that age. I think that was the first time I saw a porno tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, this looks very interesting. So I go and I'm reading the book because I read pretty fast. I speed read. By the time I got towards the middle of the book, I said, Oh, so basically, this was a nun who decided that she wanted to leave the convent for a couple of days. She couldn't take it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow wound up at a bar and let your brain take you wherever you want that to go. I said to myself, this filth is interesting. Is very interesting. But this filth,
Next page.
right? So I'm going through all these books. You got, and I literally sat back and I said, what was this fascination?
Right. A nun walks into a
Well, she didn't really walk it. Her car broke down. You know what I'm saying? The little setup. You know what I'm saying? They set that shit up. And
right.
I think one of the opening liner that made me want to close it and not come back was when he says, so you're a nun? And she's like, yes. He goes, so do you know how to use this? It's like a pen? Is that a pen? The fuck is this? What
Don't tell me she used the crucifix.
No.
Ooh.
But listen, those horror books too, back in the day, were very fucked up. Okay.
I didn't run across any of those.
My mom had a large collection of books, and I went and I found one, and I'll never forget it. The book is called, you can actually Google the cover for this. It's called Communion. If this is Chucky, or where the concept of Chucky came from, it came from this book.
Oh my.
Okay. Because I literally read this book at least 3 times because I could not believe or process what the fuck I read. I said, wait a minute. So the girl, she fucking damn near killed her whole communion class because she had a crush on the priest. Like, what the fuck type of shit is this?
Like, what in a Lifetime movie type shit is that?
I was like, well, the cover is what intrigued me. It's a girl. No, it's not a graphic novel. It's just a regular book. So the cover of the book is a girl in a communion dress with a creepy ass smile holding a butcher knife, and it's bloody. And you're just like, I want to read it, but I don't know if I should disrespect my faith. That's what I kept saying as a kid. Like, what happened that she had? This girl done killed like the deacon, a nun that she thought was like smashing the priest, and this girl was young. She was like 8. I was like, she had this real insane crush on this priest and was killing everybody around him. I don't know. Stay away from that. Netflix, do not touch that.
Jordan Peele, stay far the fuck away. Don't even do it.
And Tyler Perry, we don't need the wigs. But some of these books, some of these mystery books back in the day were really written nicely. Like, it was the type of shit. Like, books today are different from books from yesterday, because it's like when I'm reading, the pictures should just start popping up in my head.
Right. Exactly.
It's like I'm struggling today. I'm like, okay, so like I feel like they're struggling with descriptions.
Because they don't want anything too graphic, too nasty, too scary, too safe, too this.
No,
because everyone is so PC, so sensitive, so offended.
Not that. I mean, like, when I say like descriptions, like, because I was a writer for a very long time, and I used to write novels, and my writing teacher used to always tell me, like, she used to get on my case. Like, she'd sit down with me and she was like, shoot, circle, what's wrong with this? And I was like, I don't know. I think it's written well. She was like, there's no way to describe fine.
Okay.
Oh,
she wanted you to break it down.
She wanted me to break. She says, I said, Sheila walked into the door and she was feeling fine. She said, no, I don't want, this is how she's talking. I don't want you to tell me fine. I want you to show me fine. I want to hear it and see it. I'm like, damn, bitch, all right.
Relax.
So I had to figure out what does fine? How do you describe fine? You can't.
You would have to say something descriptive like, as she walked into the door, the effervescent glow around her face. Yeah, no, you have to do all that shit. I ain't got time for that. She was fine.
She was fine. But I will say,
Full
One
stop.
thing-
Fine.
one book my mom actually kept from me. And again, I wasn't trying to shit on my classmates, but don't offer me a challenge. You know what I'm saying? There was a book that we read called The Contender. I don't know if you guys read that book. Exactly, RCV. So this book called The Contender, I just fell in love with it. It was just such a great written book.
I don't know why
And
it sounds like I've read that, but I'm not
it's
quite
a
sure.
it's a story about a man that was a boxer, or a teenager that was a boxer and learning to become a boxer.
Why does that sound so familiar?
It was definitely one of our summer reads. I know that. I know that for sure. It was a summer read. But here's what my writing teacher did. Oh, Narcotics says I read that in the 11th grade. I read
By
that.
Robert Lipsight.
Yes, I read that in the 8th grade.
Why do I not remember? Oh my gosh. I'm looking at the cover. Why do I not remember this?
So here was the assignment this was one of these final grade assignments, right? So she says, you guys read the book. You understand the concept. But what I want you to do, I need 5 pages of a continuation of what you think happened. When
5 pages. What the hell?
Just 5 typed out pages of what happened. And my whole family was called in because I wrote 227
pages. You wrote a whole nother damn book.
And my teacher literally said to my mom, she says, you know, she wrote A plus plus plus. So she gave me 100 for that whole class. Like it didn't matter if I fucked up or got a 0 or anything. Like, she gave me 300%. And she literally looked at my mom and my grandmother and she said, listen, no, not yet, more. I didn't see that yet. So she says, she is a phenomenal writer. You need to nurture this. I really want to contact the author and send this. And my mom literally was like, no, don't do that.
Wait, what?
Don't do, because the way that my mom explained it to me, she just said that she felt that I wasn't old enough to handle, like if they would have said, we want to adapt this into a play and we want to do this into that and blah, blah, blah.
And you were too young to have creative control over
Of anything.
who gets casted, and yeah.
Exactly. So she just said, take that as a compliment and hone that skill. And my mom, she kept the book. Like she actually brought it to her job. Just I loved, my mom working in corporate America. And she came home and she did like the whole book binder thing and laminated it, each page. So this is where I have it forever. So again, if you guys have kids that are good at things, pay attention to what they're good at. Because
I used to write short stories and novels. I wrote one.
Where's it at?
Good question. This was when I was in the 9th or 10th grade. I don't know what possessed me to write it, but I was like, I feel like writing something, and I did. And of course, it was pretty much like any hood novel that you read. Guy trying to make it out of the streets, him and his crew, they get into some shit. There's a girl. See, the only thing about it was I couldn't bring myself to type out the love scenes, sex scenes, because there's got to be some sexual tension. There's got to be a little dab of, little nastiness. But I didn't know how to correctly
Express
put that out without sounding forced, pornish, and just straight up nasty. Like, what the hell am I doing writing about these two getting it on and the sweat and the this and the grabbing and I didn't feel comfortable writing all of that.
Yeah, it's weird reading it.
Yeah, like she kissed him on his nipple. What?
What?
Like, wait a minute. I wrote this. He licked her behind the ear. Wait, whoa, what?
Where is this book at?
No, doesn't exist.
Isn't
like,
that
a lot of shit
though? Isn't that what's missing? This is exactly why. Like, I know a lot of great authors that really write good things. My question is, why is the author community slept on? You know what I'm saying? Like
Very
I
much so.
rest, you know, her soul, my cousin Ebony. She was an amazing author. Amazing author. She had her and her children all have their own publishing companies. And, you know, she
That's
left.
what we need more of too. Black owned publishing companies. We really don't have that many, if
Well,
any.
she was actually teaching me, you know, prior to her passing, she was actually teaching me, you know, that you don't need a publisher. Like you got the tools right in front of you, like fucking Amazon, for instance. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a person like myself, you know, I've been wanting to put out books for years. It's just that I'm very oversaturated with my ideas and I don't like to that's something I think I would like retire doing. You know what I'm saying? Like on some Ramona the Pest type shit. You know what I'm saying? Writing some children's novels and shit.
Hmm.
But I really feel like Black authors are slept on. They're not given a platform. You know, you always see promotion for music. You always see promotion for anything that is like when it comes to Black people that is entertainment related, right? And yes,
Right.
writing books is entertainment related, but we're not encouraging people to read anymore. You know, people I've spoken to, like I've told them, doesn't writing feel funny now? Like it feels like you have to tell your brain this is what an A looks like. Like,
The word "the" looks like meh.
like what this is not like Times New Roman. So I can't read unless it's like I just cannot
Ugh,
grasp it.
Helvetica.
Y'all ain't missing with the Trina versus Eve versus speaking of entertainment. Fuck Trina.
Yeah,
Fuck Trina.
I didn't think that Trina and Eve was a good match, but whatever. Yeah, you gotta have that Helvetica.
Helvetica.
Yeah, for the title. You
Comic.
gotta underline it. Yeah, Comic Sans MS. Like you have to bold it 15 print. Like, come on now.
The only reason why I'm saying fuck Trina RCV is we talked about this yesterday. You know, she's out here
Yeah, we
scamming.
did.
She's scamming rappers, and I have evidence and proof of that, and she can, you know, eat my whole ass. Okay? She is really doing the most. Yeah, she's one of those too. Go to topmixtapes.com and type in 520 promotions. You'll see every single artist that's out here that's scamming. And she's one of them. She released 3 mixtapes. 3 mixtapes with 35 artists. And these 35 artists each, that's 35 times 3. What? 35 artists times 3 3 mixtapes times $750 a slot. That's how much money she took from these artists.
She's making that coins.
Everybody does do it more, but the problem is that it is Black Music Month. You have people that are scamming Black artists that are scamming Black artists that are on the grind, that are struggling. And yet this is a practice that has always been out. I've been a musician since I was 19. I'm 35 years old. I've been in that era of buying tickets to a fucking show that never occurred. Doesn't exist. The location doesn't exist. I got fucking 50 people waiting outside of a place that does not exist. Where you then have to now go all around Manhattan trying to find an open mic bar so you can at least perform something, and lie to your fans and your friends and family and say, "Oh, they moved the location to."
Super last minute, I know, but this is where we're at right now.
Right. So this is what's happening, and it's sad because these artists think that they are paying for promotion, and it is not promotion. It is not promotion. On Instagram, when you get, hey, so and so, you know, they DM you, they're in the other box, and they're like, hey, so and so from such and such records wants to reach out to you because they like your music and blah blah blah. So I'm like, why the fuck couldn't so and so from such and such records hit me directly? And you DM them, and they're like, you're like, hi, you DM'd me. And they send you a fucking laundry list. Spotify promotion, $100 for da 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 da. SoundCloud promotion for blah 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 blah. Instagram followers for blah 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 blah. And I'm like, my nigga, what you do, I do. What? You don't have any followers? I'm like, neither the fuck do you. But I'm a real person. Why would I pay $50 to add 10,000 streams to my Spotify when I can get it for $7? Please tell me.
I mean,
Who the fuck? Like who?
you got to make it sound like that you're spending money.
I would never do that to nobody. If anything, if artists do hit me up and they're like, "Hey, Minx, I know you got the hookup. I know, looking for the internet police. Hold on, real quick. Yo, I kind of need that 10,000. I'm like, what you want? You want 10,000? I need that 10,000 streams, y'all. I'm like, yeah, I got it. You got it. How much we looking at? I'm like, I could give it to you for. Don't text me. Don't say it on Instagram. I'm like, bitch, they don't give a fuck what you do.
At all. I mean,
You rock with United Masters with their free upload. Look, nothing is free. If I ain't paying for it, I don't trust it. I'm just dead ass because I feel like if I have a bill attached to it and you fuck me over, I can go to the Better Business Bureau and say I was a paying customer. And I know people don't like paying for shit.
I saw an ad on Facebook about some podcast award show that I've never heard of before, and they said, "Oh, you seen it? You seen the ad?"
I didn't see the ad, but I know about the podcast awards that I'll never get.
It said something about, do you have what it takes to be the next top podcast? Do you think you can win this award? If so, enter here. You have until June, blah, blah, blah. Well, fine print, you have to send in $125. But that's even if you're considered.
It's scamming everybody.
And then everybody was dropping their Anchor links, their Spotify links, their Apple Music links. Like, I got the hottest podcast.
I already said this, and I'm very, very honest about the podcast game. If any of you guys are trying to get into it, I've literally showed this on my private streams because I have a lot of private streams now. Because fuck everybody that thinks that they're going to get over on my shit. I have proven that between Apple and Spotify, I have gotten more streams on iHeartRadio than I have had with Apple or Spotify. So they're censoring people with the podcast joint.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Yes. Oh, my world's tiniest little mic. I'm gonna start going up to people like in the hood, like for Citizen. Be like, hey, hello, Citizen. My name is Minx, and I'm live in the Bronx. And we have Rashad. Hey, Rashad, how are you? What this is?
What this is?
Heard about a couple of gunshots that were going on. Just tell us your experience here tonight. You mad cute. Thank you very much, Rashad. Have a good day.
Back to you in the studio. Like, come on now.
Yes, but it's not the algorithm. Because I've gotten more streams on minxradio.com, from Zeno.com, and from iHeartRadio than I have with Spotify and Apple combined, and they are supposed to be the number one for podcasts. So if you are black and you're talking about controversial shit and you're noticing that, and those of you that are podcasting, I'm definitely going to have a seminar about this because there's a lot of shit that's going on about the algorithms and stuff, but this is what you do. Go to Anchor, right? I want you to take a screenshot of your existing listeners, right? Then what I want you to do is take that RSS feed for that link, and I want you to put that RSS feed into something else like iHeartRadio. Like, you can get that. I'm giving y'all free jewels because y'all are tuned in. You go to iHeartRadio, put in the RSS feed, and I guarantee you're going to see a spike in your streams because your shit is going to be more pushed out to the algorithm of podcasts than you will with Apple or Spotify, because Apple and Spotify are only focused on the Joe Rogans, the Michelle Obamas. Like, they're only focused on the already famous people. So if you're new, push Anchor, yes, but also take that RSS feed and put that somewhere else. Your RSS feed, even if you have it on your website, it's still going to allow more chances for you to be heard. So again, don't rely on Apple and don't rely on Spotify because they are censoring, especially Black voices and woke voices, people that talk conscious shit. They're silencing us because they don't want us to use our platforms to tell the truth about this government or anything like that. So just be mindful of that. You may have to get your own. Always have the goal of having your own. Because when you have your own, then what are they going to tell you? We're going to contact GoDaddy to take you down. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. And my payments with GoDaddy has been up to date with all 200 of my fucking domains. So try that. Right. And they do. Yep. They throttle your bandwidth. They definitely throttle your bandwidth. They have certain words that they scan for in your podcast and terms. And then they shove it all the way down. But if you have a crime novel podcast about, oh my God, whatever happened to blah, 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 that shit will be number one.
Yeah, it's a lot of crime podcasts on Spotify, I noticed.
Way too many.
It's like 15.
I've been looking for a black podcast. It's hard to find too. We need a directory. I've been looking for a black podcast that actually like kind of like solves like hood murders. You know what I'm saying? Like I would do it if I didn't have this podcast. I'd be called it Beyond the Snitch or some shit like that. Like have people come on. So we're going to call you Mike for now. Thank you for having me. Okay, Mike, can you please let us know what you saw February 25th, 2021?
They got the face all blurred out.
I was minding my business as I walked down to get Dutch.
Okay, Mike. So, all right. So you're walking down the street to get you a Dutch, right? Is that what you're telling me? So you mean to tell me on the date of June 25th, 2019, you was not in Washington Street with such and such and Boo Boo the Fool, and you was not there when they pulled that gun. Are you telling me the truth, Mike?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
It's bullshit, Mike. That's bullshit, man. You're not telling us the truth. We've got evidence. We've got evidence. And then they switch it up. You've seen First 48.
Oh, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
We're gonna switch it up.
Neurotic says I'm subscribing to that pod.
We're gonna switch it up. So, Mike, are you thirsty? I mean, you've been here for about 4 or 5 hours. Do you want something to drink?
I don't take drinks.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure you must be thirsty. You've been sitting in here. Are you hungry? Can we get you a sandwich or something?
I just want to get through the interview so that nobody sees that I'm here.
Well, listen, in order for you to get through this interview, Mike, you have to tell us the truth, man. We've got papers. We've got paperwork right here. We have sworn testimony by 3 witnesses that you were at that location. Tell us the truth, Mike. Were you there?
Okay, I was there, but I wasn't.
Okay, I was there, but I wasn't.
And that's all we needed to know. Book them.
Like, what do you have to say? Okay. The FBI is waiting right out back.
Is there anything else that you would like to tell us, Mike?
What was the point of me disguising my voice?
Well, y'all go ahead and cuff them and take them out there to one of the holding cells. I love crime shows.
You know what? The only thing I can't stand is cops. I don't give a fuck. That's
love cops.
I will
Oh, especially the old 1980s, 90s cops, where the cameraman struggled to keep up with the action.
How much you had to drink? He's running. I need to. The camera's like this. You're sitting there on the couch like, damn, man. I want to see who the fuck this cameraman is when the credits roll up the fucking call. She's gone. Yeah. She's gone. She can't even handle it. Oh my God. She's going. It's like I'm talking to her like this is 2003.
That camera shit was exactly accurate.
No, but you know what? I always say like
Oh,
I
boy.
always felt like I only thing I didn't like about cops is just, I just hate the way, even in real life, how cops talk. Like the way they talk is just so fucking annoying. You had a lot to drink tonight? What the fuck are you gonna say? Yeah, I did. How many drinks did you have? Are we going out after this?
I
or-
mean, I didn't have many. Like two to drink, two, 3 beers, 2, 3 beers. I'm all right.
And then they're like, and the one thing I can't stand, right, especially if it's a woman, she ran away, they caught her, she's sitting on the curb with her hands and he's just like, she's like, look, I'm really sorry, I was just really scared. If they're white, I don't really feel as bad. I was like, I was just really scared because I don't know if you were going to hurt me. He goes, well, I'm sorry, Sharon, you kind of lied to me. You told me you weren't going to run.
What was the one line the girl said? She said, I thought, what she said? I thought police didn't pull over pretty people. He said, exactly. That's why I'm writing you this ticket. I was like, oh my God.
Now, don't get me wrong. I will say this.
Oh my gosh.
When it comes to police, right? Because I have like my clips with them.
Legit tears in here.
I have my quips with them, right? One of the quips that I've had, right? And y'all officers need to stop doing this, right? I got like belligerent at a bar. This bitch spilled her drink on my brand new shoe and I wasn't having it.
Oh, here we go.
The dude called the police, right? So you know how when they get out the car, they fucking saunter over to you because I'm like, what are you guys charging up before you start chasing me?
Right.
Walk in and be like, we'd like you to come outside. And she was like, she's like, yeah, it's that bitch. She pushed me. So he's like, oh, we'll sort it out, right?
Right. Like, come on out here and we'll talk about it.
So here I am thinking, in my whole life of being around police officers, if any of them look familiar, you kind of give them the, whatever.
Yeah.
Can I please tell you that this officer was a motherfucker that I bullied when I was in school? And when I say bullied, it's just because he was like borderline racist and I used to keep calling him out on shit. And, he looked at that as bullying, right? I was like, that's racist. You can't say that. And you can't do this. You can't do that, right? So I looked at him. He looks at my ID. And of course, I kept like, I can't go to jail tonight because I have to go to work tomorrow. So he's looking at my ID and stuff. And, and I'm trying to like get him to look at me like, hey, remember me? I'm sorry. So he goes and he says, all right. So, public intoxication is not. I said public intoxication. He goes, yeah, you're outside. I said, I am outside, and you told me to leave the bar, and you told me to come outside. He goes, I don't remember telling you that.
Oh, he tried to hit you with the.
Gotcha, bitch.
He tried to hit you with that.
Do you guys remember me telling her that? The guy was like, and you could tell he was a fucking rookie. No, I didn't hear nothing. I said, you're a bitch.
Disrespectfully.
I said it right to this. You're a bitch. And he's like, what did you just call me? I said, you're a bitch. And I said, I'm sorry. I am the grandchild of someone that's in law enforcement. You can't book me for insulting you. So he goes, so if you're a granddaughter of someone that's in law enforcement, then maybe you shouldn't be out here being intoxicated. I said, may I please grab my PBA card? He's like, no, you may not. And the whole time, you could just tell he was power tripping.
Oh yeah, he was ready to do something extra if you kept running your mouth.
So I said, well, he's like, running my shit. You have any warrants? I said, no, I don't have any warrants. He goes, all right, just hang tight. I said, oh, hang tight.
Yeah, see, that's that bullshit.
Gotcha, bitch.
Okay. So while I'm hanging tight, he comes back and he's just like, oh, well, you don't have any warrants. He says, but public intoxication, I do have to write you a ticket for that. I said, go ahead, write the ticket. I'm going to fight it. I'll see you in court. Then he goes, are you threatening me? You see what I'm saying? So at that point, my ancestors literally said, "Bitch, you better shut your mouth
Right. You better shut the fuck up.
because this man is karma. Relax." So I said, "Oh, I reserve the right to silence. Thank you." She says, "Okay." Gets the ticket. I go to court, damn near losing my job. And I beat that ticket because I was able to prove, they were like, "Do you want an attorney?" I said, "I am impropria persona." The judge was like, yeah,
What?
impropria persona, which means I'm here to represent myself.
Why'd you just say that then?
Because impropria persona, because when you're in it,
Right, right, in the Latin bag, trying to sound all educated. Like, why'd you
I'm
just say I'm
glad-
representing myself?
I'm glad you said that, RCV, because everything in the court system is in Latin and it does not stick or stand unless you know the specific, I'm not gonna say clauses, but these specific words, right? So if I was to say I'm representing myself, the court would look at the transcripts if I've lost this case to say she was in no way, shape, or form to represent herself. With me saying that I was representing myself as impropria persona, now the court understands that I do understand the legal jargon of what is being said to me, read to me, and what it is that I agree or disagree with. Then I asked if I can appoint co-counsel, which would be the public pretender that they were assigning me. So you don't let that motherfucker represent you.
Public pretender.
You represent yourself, but you ask if your public pretender could be your co-counsel. And that's exactly what I did. So that judge immediately knew this is not a black bitch we should fuck with. And I was able to prove that it was malicious prosecution, right? I was also able to prove that because we have a history, he had no right to arrest me or even give me a ticket or even pull me out of my element once he recognized who I am. So they asked him, "Did you recognize her?" "Yeah, we went to high school." Case dismissed. I had my yearbook and everything. I said he was in my graduating class. We had issues, we had problems, and he used his profession in order to ruin my day. I was the Black Karen that day.
I would have loved to hear her say that in court.
This was
can I speak to my public pretender? I mean, my public defender.
Oh, I called
please?
him back to his face. This was in New York. This was in New York. This is why a lot of people kept asking me when I left the court and I beat him. And, the judge basically said that if you had a problem with her personally, then that in a sense is like a violation. It's like a color law, right? It's a color law. So you're using your badge as, no, this was in Yonkers, New York. You're using your badge in like in a malicious way. Like you really could have just given her a ticket or given her a warning. There was nobody hurt. There was, nobody hurt. Nobody was affected in any way. The woman said,
that was your first offense?
No, I've been arrested, not prosecuted, but arrested several times for protesting and doing shit like that. But I was able to get off the majority of them because I know how to defend myself legally. And I teach women and men how to defend themselves legally, even though I'm not an attorney, but my goal is to become a civil rights attorney after we're done with this music stuff. It's going to take about 10 years though.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you'll ever be done.
What's the longest you've been held? I was in White Plains, New York, central booking in Valhalla for a whole ass weekend because they would not give me my one phone call.
You are absolutely right. If you just say, "Hey dog, I'm gonna defend myself," you lost. Point the fuck blank.
Well, down south, this is the problem, right? Especially with individuals who are Moors, right? They get off. They can get off because you're not sovereign to this land. You know what I'm saying? You've established independency. So a person like myself who understands that, like down south, like the law is the law, right? I always say if you don't know your rights, you don't have any. You know what I'm saying? So whether if you get violated in a lower court or a lesser court, there is a higher court. And a lot of people don't go to the higher court because they don't know their options. So a lot of people like, oh, what is the one thing that everyone says in social media? You should sue, right? Something happens, a bakery's does some dumb shit to you. What do they say in the comments? You should sue, as if you could just walk into a courthouse and say, I'm suing them. Oh no. Oh no. It don't work like that. Having worked with an attorney, it doesn't work like that. You first have to apply to the court, right? You walk into the court, you have to let the court know I intend to sue somebody, right? Then you have to pay an application fee, right? That's not free. Then you have to express to the court why they should at least hear your argument. But in order to do that, once they stamp that shit, now you have to hire a process server to serve the parties to let them know that you intend to sue them. Now, whether they get that paperwork, the judge gives you a certain amount of time. And then if you come to that court and say, well, the process server can't serve them, I'm having a lot of issues and problems and blah, 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 blah. That's not an excuse. And this is why lawsuits die. This is why people are afraid to go to that extra mile. A cop punched you in your face and you're just like, I hope it don't happen again. No,
I hope it don't happen again.
no. And of course, it sucks, but this is why I always worked in jobs at places that I knew I didn't want to pay people for their advice. So I knew if I worked for an attorney, me being his employee, me asking subtle questions is actually helping me. I would stop and ask him, what does it mean when the process server serves the paperwork and then they bring you back this paper? Oh, that just means you have to file that with the court. I'm like, oh, word? Oh, interesting. Can you imagine me getting into a fight in jail? Girl, you don't want me in a fight in jail.
No.
You don't, because even if it's a city court, you may run up on somebody. Because the first misconception about jail when you're in the bullpen is the first thing people want to know is what gang are you part of?
Right.
That's the first question. You gang? You got them colors. I'm like, I just wore pink today.
I'm Hoover Deuce, and this is an OG card. No, I'm not gonna do all that.
Well, let me tell you something. The women the women's prison, it's a lot different. Because
you keep thinking it's Orange is the New Black, and it ain't. It's more like Oz. No, thank you. No, fucking thank you.
You don't want Big Shirley walking up on you while you getting your tray, and are you gonna eat that?
Go sit right beside you and scoot all up close on you. Talking about your hair sure is pretty. Like, all right, back up, bitch. You got one time. I'm gonna spork the shit out of you. You better move.
I was planning on eating it. But if you want it. And this one lady, I kid you not, she tried that with me and I was scared to death. And she said, and I thought she was gonna kill me. She's like, she said, don't ever give nobody your food. I said, why? She said, because then it's gonna be every day.
Mm-hmm. And you gonna starve in that bitch.
So I said, so what do you do then? She says, you tell them no. I said, and then when they shank me in my sleep.
Right? Like, that bitch want to give me my tray. Get her. Like, anybody got time for that shit? I would have taking a shower in jail for the first time. Can you imagine?
But I will say I had the most historical moment. I walk in and I have my outfit on and I have my towels and all this shit. And I look up and I was like, oh, wow, D Block. That's where they got it. Keep walking. Oh, I'm sorry.
You over there fanning out for 2 seconds? Oh, my gosh.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, thank you. I don't want to be on Scared Straight. I don't want none of that shit. No, thank you.
Right. Neurotic. You're absolutely right. No, it wasn't like that. It was very scary. I tell you, a hour feels like a month. I kid you not. Laying in my bed, like, I wonder how these rappers be writing these raps. And I go and I look, I have 8 albums done. What time? It's 2:36. What time was it when I came in? 2:35. Oh shit.
Let me crank out another 8 albums. I'll be right back.
No, but it's the most. I think every teen rite of passage at 18, you should spend a day in jail.
I always said I wanted to do that, was to go to at least minimum security. I ain't trying to go in there with the killers, just minimum security, and just spend like a week or two in jail to see what it's actually like.
Yeah.
To be told when to go to sleep, when to wake up, child line, yard, shower, this, that, and the third. Like what, and document what actually happens. Like not, add names and numbers and shit. Like, yeah, so day 15. Somebody call my mama. Ready to go home.
I think
can't take it.
It should be a mandatory rite of passage.
No,
right?
ma'am, no Pam, no Bertha or Brenda. Them bitches better stay the fuck away from me.
Watch how quick these 16-year-olds. I can't wait to turn 18 to get the fuck out of here. You're 18 now. But that means I have to go to jail for a day.
A weekend if you get locked up on a Friday.
See, that would be a perfect scenario. Kind of
And
like
that's about what a good 3-4 days if Monday lands on a holiday.
You're right, RCV. Boarding school. I went to Catholic school. That shit was like prison. It was like prison. Very bad. Like very not bad, but it molded me to be who I am today with structure. And I think that's the problem. These kids don't have no structure. And they need that. Like that's why when I wanted to sign up for the Navy, and my grandmother tell me, hell no, Air Force. She was like, hell fuck no, you ain't doing that. I wanted to join the Air Force because I like structure. You know what I'm saying? I like knowing at 1 o'clock it's time to eat. At 4 o'clock is this. Just a constant, consistent routine, right? But I personally feel like kids today, like they're ungrateful with their freedoms that they have. They don't believe that anything bad can happen from their actions, which is why even today, actually last night, it hit me. I said, somebody has to speak to these kids today on TikTok. So I said, I'm gonna be the bitch to do that. And I said it so clearly. What you do on social media is like a fucking boomerang. And you don't know when it's gonna come back. So you want to be cute in the comments and call people all kinds of N-words and shit. We're in a world right now where you find a person like me, I'm gonna find out where your parents work. I'm gonna find out what school you go to. I'm gonna find out all that shit. I'm gonna let everybody know that you are a racist, right? And people only said, and that's just the other thing I can't stand about racism. I only said it because I wanted to hurt their feelings. But you're using a word that is a slur that was directed towards my people and still directed towards my people. And you couldn't just say I was ugly. You couldn't just say you were ugly, big tooth, SpongeBob looking ass bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Your quips and clapbacks aren't that quick enough that you have to resort to the N-word. That's very sad. That's very sad. And yeah, keep them off of social media as long as you can. Our first social media was the fucking lunch table. Okay.
Ain't it though? Like my kid ain't getting no phone till they're like 16 and working and they can pay for their own shit.
Well, we had a dope structure for that. No phone calls after 8:30. And if anybody called after 8:30, it was always like you looked at your mom. My mom, and I never forget my friend called at 9 o'clock. It was like 9:01. And I looked up and she's looking at me like Claire Huxtable. I said, she says, go ahead. Go answer your phone call. It's like, oh shit. I answered the phone. Hello? Hey, Minx, I'm just working at the booker. Don't call me after 9.
Right. 8:59 is the cutoff time.
Right. And they call.
I had an AOL friend call me. He was from Texas. And this was before, time zones meant shit. He calls me 12 o'clock my time. It's what? 9 o'clock in Texas? Depending on what part of Texas you're on. Phone rings.
You got mail.
The phone ring. I hear, who the hell is that calling this phone at 12 midnight on a school night? It's a Texas number. I don't know. I'm going to ignore it. Then he inboxed me. He says, well, I called you last night. Yeah, you called me at midnight on a school night, and my mom was pissed. Like, you don't do that. My hours, yes, neurotic. My hours are from 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm. And that's how it should be. Like now, I say, this is why I've literally been saying for a very long time, like people are so in shock about this technology shit, right? If people don't realize that, who is it? Yes. Thank you.
Avon lady.
people, what is this? Oh, thank you. Good vibes.
Oh, that's giving me 90s. Little
Yeah.
90s.
Hey, the distro.
New distro, what's up?
The whole thing is that if people don't realize the severity of, and I know people looking at my Instagram like, damn, Minx, is she okay? No, I'm not okay. I don't think anybody would be okay when you are in the rabbit hole for so long and realizing shit about reality and yourself. So technology is what is going to destroy our existence. It ain't gonna be no comet. It ain't gonna be no nuke. It's gonna be the phones.
Whatever happened to that thing that was supposed to be crashing down on the earth?
Oh, it
Like
came.
some Chinese space junk.
It came. Yeah, there's no look. There's no aliens, y'all. We are the aliens. You understand this? We are the aliens. We are those beings. And the more and more people start waking up and realizing what this shit really is, that is the alien invasion that you're waiting for. You're waiting for fucking that scene from Independence Day when everybody's on top of that fucking building and big mothership and oh, they're opening up. No, that's not happening. That's not happening. We are.
We knew that.
Right. We are. That's what I always say. Follow the rich people. Watch them mofos. Because Monday, I'm coming with some crazy info. Because y'all don't know if y'all realize that the IRS just had a leak and they just released the tax records of all like millionaires and billionaires. Why is Jeff Bezos only paying 1% of his income? 1%.
What?
Google that shit.
How in the fuck?
Google IRS leak. Look at how much taxes that Mark Zuckerberg has paid. That man has paid less than me. They, you know what? They have to release the information, but the problem is that I feel like everybody is not reading the shit that they, their government is always lying to us. No, they're not. It's right on their website. Like you could fucking go and read it yourself. Yes, it is redacted, but because of the Freedom of Information Act, which a lot of people forget about, there's a Freedom of Information Act. There is also an act against companies and apps that are stealing our bio data, which is our facial recognition shit when you're taking selfies and you need to use a filter because you feel not so nice that day. Like you have to start following, like especially Elon Musk's crazy ass. That man,
Isn't he about to go to Mars?
he can't go to Mars.
Allegedly.
If Elon, mark my words, if Elon Musk goes to Mars, that is what's going to cause the next world war. Because those mofos in Mars are not bothering anybody. They're not bothering anybody. They're already colonized. They have a school system. There's people there not bothering anybody. And Elon Musk's dumb, bored ass is going to come up there. Like people like, oh, well, why would they want to attack? Excuse me. What the fuck do you think happened to those people that tried to bring Christianity over to those people in those islands that was not bothering nobody?
Yeah, right.
They're like, oh, we should bomb them. Why? Because you crossed a border and they thought that you were trying to invade them, so they fucking shot an arrow at you and you died?
Apparently, according to this, this says hours after the investigative news outlet said it obtained years of tax returns showing that billionaires, including Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and Tesla co-founder Elon Musk, did not owe income taxes. How the fuck not? The IRS head said there was a probe underway to see how they got leaked in the first place.
And this is what makes me laugh. They're more concerned. Listen to what what you just said.
They're more concerned with how they got leaked than why they're not paying taxes.
So I'm like, again,
but I'm paying taxes.
I'm not a Trumper fan. I'm not a Trump fan.
His shit wasn't leaked.
He publicly let us know I ain't paying shit because I know all the tax. This is why I say, this is why I get aggravated with the PPP people and all these. Yes, there are a lot of loopholes, right? But you can't pass through a loophole without having your backup. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even have an LLC. Like you're doing business as. No, you should have an LLC. Right, more. A lot of people are learning that we were already here. Yeah, we have populated this whole earth. And because of the Earth's crater and all these fucking breakups, which created all these different countries, and now you're talking about the equator, which of course, you know, a lot of our non-melanated friends like to remind us that, oh, I'm only lying because I'm not close to the equator. No, bitch, that's not it. That's not it. And there's 8 different types of melanin, and Black people need to stop saying, well, I have melanin. What kind? I had a debate with a Black woman about this on TikTok.
Oh
Oh,
no.
they're just so mad because they don't have our melanin. I'm like, look, I am pro-Black all day, but everybody has melanin. Everybody has melanin. It's just that Black people, we have more melanin. You have neuromelanin. This is where we get our creative thoughts, things that other people can't do. You have other types of melanin that have to do with movement, as to why we run really fast and we're just the best in athletics. And I hate to say it, but it's true.
That's like Kenyans. How come they always win the track meets?
Right. But because those types of melanin, it's different levels of melanin. Like, you guys have to understand the chemical components of your body. Like, people say 666 is the devil. It's satanic. No, 666 stands for 6 neurons, 6 electrons, and 6 protons. Like, you don't understand that the body is made up of 666, a chemical makeup. I'm like, I'm not going to debate you, Christians. Thank you. I'm not going to do it, because at the end of the day, I am a person that researches a lot, and research is heavy. And I know things that I can't speak on and refuse to speak on, but I can point you to those directions. But
Because you know, because as soon as you start talking,
But more, I do have a show on here called the Woke Show, where I talk about a lot of woke stuff. So definitely follow me if you're not following me, so that when I have a live stream for that, you can be able to see that live. The last one we did was a pretty big turnout. I think we had about 170 people tuned in at that 11 o'clock in the morning at that one time. And it's because a lot of people are waking up.
people are up that early. Oh, that's early for me.
Yeah. I just grabbed the strap. He says, I hate you. I was just he said that sound effect sounded so real.
Oh no.
It will be one day.
It probably will
If
be
we
one
keep
day.
this up, with the educating and waking people up, they'll be at the door, along with the US military. I'll be like, take me, burn me at the stake. I'm ready. I don't fear death.
This bitch knows entirely too much.
Give me liberty or give me death. Actually,
Oh,
that
word?
was actually going to be one of my mixtape covers. Give me liberty or give me flex, and holding mad money.
Give me liberty and give me death. Oh, that's what you want? Okay, here you go. All right, that bitch is gone. Next.
Oh my God. Please. Send me, you can send me videos to submissions@minxradio.com. Is my name the same on IG? No, it's not.
Oh, I meant to put that up. Y'all hang on a second. Sorry about that. Here we go. Bam.
Oh yeah, mine is Bruja bars. I got the bars. I got the 16s that'll make you 6 clean. You know what I'm saying? So
My
Bruja,
spleen bars.
I'm talking to a real queen. I'm saying real, not trying to be mean. My leg. Yes, I'm the Bruja bars. I'm the bitch that manifests everything I say. So I don't talk about shooting people and hurting people, because I believe everything we say is a level of spells. So when I spit my bars, I spit about uplifting and what we need to do to be better as people. So don't send her music like that West Coast rapper.
Wait, who music? Wait, what happened?
Who sent me music that was I forgot. But yes, I follow. I'm gonna follow you back. And I'm sorry, I had to disable my comments on Instagram. Unless you're following me, you can't leave comments, and I'm following you because people have been posting my address after being doxxed. And yeah, that's what happens when you're a truther or a person that is dope like me. The SoundCloud guy that dissed you and then killed. Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking about
Oh yeah. Oh, that shit was terrible. Oh,
I
oh,
remember him. I remember him.
that was god awful.
Who's posting your address? Big Trill. Big Trill. Big Trill and what's his face? What's the guy that's running with him?
Was it the Block 365?
Oh, Uncle Murder. Yeah, Uncle
Oh,
Murder.
Uncle Murder, yeah.
He's trying to silence
Uncle
me.
Murder.
Uncle Murder got my Instagram page taken down twice. He got my Twitter page taken down twice. And it's just very hard to keep dealing with that. Yeah, the rapper Uncle Murder. Yeah. 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 Yes.
FBI, open up.
Little child, open up.
Oh goodness. Well, yeah. That is just flat out nuts.
It's a long
CCB
story,
nuts.
RCV. It's a very long story. It's just about Uncle Murder. Yeah, he's running a scam. He's part of the whole rappers, targeting artists and telling them to tag them on their music for fake promotion that is not real promotion. And yeah, that's what they've been doing. So I'm trying to get onto Doggy Diamonds. I want y'all to go over to YouTube and reach out to Doggy Diamonds and say, yo, get Minx on this show. Get her on this show, because these men are targeting me and threatening me because I'm telling the truth about rappers that are being scammed and threatened on top of that. And they leave comments on all my videos about my looks and that I'm ugly, that nobody's watching me, that I need to quit, that, they're just so narcissistic in that way. And they're using marketing software to send me messages and leave comments on my page from several thousand different accounts. So this is real. This is a very real situation. And I literally spoke to Big Trill on the phone, and I asked him why he took my pages down. And, just talking to him was just such a, we don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? We just want to understand what don't we got love? What's the problem? Why you don't like us?
Oh Lord.
I said, dude, I don't know you to not like you. I just want you to stop scamming. Or you see, you don't understand the business model. You see what I'm saying? You probably new to the game, so you don't get it. My father was in the Force MDs. My cousin is John the Don. My other cousin is actually managing Bow Wow. So please explain to me. I don't know anything about this music business.
And your aunt sings one of my favorite songs ever.
And my aunt is Crystal Waters. So can you please tell me I don't know anything about the music business, please? See, what you don't understand is that, if we become a liaison with one another, you help me.
Why does he sound like Mike Tyson though? Why does he sound like Mike Tyson? You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly how he sounds. But one of the things that he said, though, this is how I know the industry has been watching me, is watching me. They're probably tuned the fuck in right now. He says to me, I've been watching you. I've been watching you, and it sounds like kind of like Bobby Boucher. I've been watching you, and you're a very powerful woman. You're a very powerful woman. You got a very powerful voice. I was like, thank you. I'd like to offer you a job over at Shade.
Nah, bitch. Nah, get the fuck out of here. I'd like
to offer you a job over at Shade 45. I know you like Minx Radio and stuff, but let's work together. Let's do something to help these artists. I'm like, I'm not for sale. No way. I felt like I was literally getting ready to sell my soul. That moment, I was like, oh, this is what it feels like. That's what it felt like. Exactly.
Let's scam together.
Taking all your cash apps. Give me that.
We gonna scam and scam
through the panoramic.
Oh Lord, we had to mess up Al Green. We are so sorry. No, we're not.
Yes, that's exactly. You know what, Neurotic, you're right. That's exactly what is happening. That's exactly what is happening.
Well, we have a mutual associate who we might think that, yeah, he got cut in.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them did. A lot of the artists that got scammed and they were speaking out, they got their money back, and then they stopped speaking.
And then they got verified.
Then they got verified. Right. And then after they got verified, then they were on Hot 97. You see
Oh,
what I'm saying?
hell no.
See what I'm saying? This is why you don't dance with the devil, because the shoes are going to hurt after a while. So you give.
You ever dance with the devil by the pale moonlight?
Never do it. And this is why a lot of people, they're like, Minx, you got quiet. You don't talk about it a lot. You don't do this. Because I just launched an entire website for this. You know, why am I going to sit here and keep creating an Instagram account that's just going to be deleted? Fuck that. Put up a website, right? Put up a Telegram account, right? That's what we did. That's what we're going to do. And it's so funny how we put an SSL security certificate on there, and they've been trying to use crawler bots to get those SSL security certificates down. So this is a real serious thing. I mean, think about it. I hate to say it, but DMX has a couple of mixtapes released with these people too. And my question is, why are y'all still putting out mixtapes if DMX is no longer with us?
Because you know he got a lot of unfinished stuff, and I'm sure his fans will want to hear. He probably got another album in the cut that Swiss Beats is gonna fuck up.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think X knew what was going on. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, because X is family. You know what I'm saying? That man recorded his first EP in my dad's studio. So X is family. I didn't want to believe it myself. But I honestly do not think that he knew what was going on, because the man did not ever really use his phone like that. So what happens is that when you owe money and you got to find ways, your management team is the ones that book and create these opportunities for you. So they probably said to him, yo, listen, you don't have to do nothing. We're going to handle everything. But we want to give opportunities to artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, they look up to you, they love you. So we're going to use your Instagram account, and we're going to, reach out to them, let them know that you got something cooking, and you just have to say these lines and you're good. And he probably thought it was like, okay, yo, what's up? This is X or all that. If you're an artist and you're trying to make it, and, you want to get your music heard and stuff, I'm releasing a mixtape, blah, blah, blah. So of course the money's coming in. So I'm pretty sure he's probably really thinking at the time, oh, wow, these artists are really getting help.
And sadly, I don't think he got a cut. I don't think he got paid at all.
He did not. I don't think he got a cut either.
No.
Because you remember these cash apps, when these artists are sending money to the cash apps, they're being told to split it between the
Two
artist
different cash app, yeah.
and then to the company that's doing it. So as an artist, if somebody was to tell me to split up a payment, I would automatically say that is a
red flag.
Because I'm like, that's your business. How you split that is your business. Why are you asking me to send Mario or Neo? These two mofos are scamming R&B artists too. Why would I ask them send Neo $350 and send the company $350? Like, that just doesn't seem right to me. But you see a blue check and you see the little bubble popping up, so you really think you're talking to these people.
And then you're screenshotting and posting it like you're really talking to the people, and it's not what that is.
But what's the saddest part about all this, to wrap this whole thing up? The people after X died putting up the screenshots. I was just talking to him, and I'm sitting there like, but you weren't. You weren't talking to X. And it's a shame that y'all are leading these people who are fans of this man, that you are leading these people on to believe that they spoke with this man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just saw him last week. I just talked to him 2 days ago. I just seen him last year. He was looking good.
I was just on his mixtape, right? But my question is, if Def Jam owns everything that X does, how come Def Jam isn't promoting all the mixtapes that X is putting out?
Exactly. But it's still kind of sad though that X has literally no money. Like, he died basically broke. How? And I know we know how. No, we know how, but
I know a lot of his family members, right? Who are writing in on Facebook, because I think Facebook is the holy grail of local information, right? They're saying that there's more. Like, his cousin that I know, his cousin is saying he has songs with X that he's like, I'm not releasing them. I'm not putting them out because that's something that, we did. So it's like the same thing with what's his name, Dame Grease.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with him. I'm like, if you have a whole EP, why are you selling that shit to Def Jam? DMX
Right.
hated Def Jam. He hated them. Why would you sell his last works? Give it to his family. And if they decide that, hey, you know what, we're gonna do this, they wouldn't even sell it to Def Jam because they know they ain't getting shit.
Yeah, more. We had previewed a couple of tracks sometime last week on the show, and because I haven't heard the album, honestly, I really don't want to hear it. But I managed to RCV. We see what you did there. But yeah, you can tell it was just so much wrong with that whole arrangement, with his voice. You could tell there's a lot of punch-ins. It was just overdone. It was underdone and overdone at the same time. Like it didn't have that same feel as his first 3 albums.
Yeah, that shit
Yeah.
sounds like a SoundCloud mixtape.
Yeah, it was terrible. Like, yeah, new distro, yeah. It didn't sound like X. And then I'm sitting there watching Swiss put up clips of X in the studio. He's, vibing to it and rapping along to it and this and the third, but a part of me think he didn't really rock with that shit. He was just doing it for the cameras.
X did not want to do. This is why I keep saying, on the spiritual level, that last live stream that he did bothers me. It bothers me. There's a couple of things about that shit that bothers me. The first thing was the shirt that he was wearing, which is a dead king. I want you guys to watch that video again when we breeze up out of here. He's wearing a white shirt. I pay attention to detail with everything because everything is staged a certain way. He's wearing a white shirt with a king on it. With the king is dead. Okay, he's wearing a fucking crown and he has X's for the eyes. Now, a person that is 50 years old, I wouldn't think you would wear that. That looks like something that a skater would wear or a youngin. But he's wearing this shirt.
And also his interview. The interview, is that what you're talking about?
No. This is when he was on his live stream on Instagram. When you watch that shit, it almost looked like first you have to listen to the passages that he picked to read. Then you have to look at his mannerisms and as well as how he's expressing himself. And it just sounded like to me that he was reading something that he would read at his own eulogy. And it just seemed very like dark. And I pick up, like as an empath, I pick up a lot of energy and how people feel. And the whole time I had a pit,
I'm sorry.
something in the pit of my stomach kept saying like, something is wrong with this. Like something is just not right with this. Like kind of like if this was like the Taliban back in the day and, before they behead you, they tell you, oh, what do you want to say to your friends and your family? And you're just like, yeah, Pookie and them, I love you. And I would like to read a passage from this Bible because I'm getting ready to transition one day, not today, but that's what it felt like to me.
I'm gonna play a little clip and then we're gonna wrap up.
Peace. We don't even know it. A lot of people are not even looking at that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? It's giving us peace right now. Peace. Peace. You know?
Your man non-stop on there for you.
Okay. Sizzle. Okay. What up, Sizzle? You know? Say what's up to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I love the support. You know what I'm saying? The continued support. You've been around with me from day one. You know what I'm saying? Ups, downs, good, bad. And I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that I come across, anybody I cross paths with, I know. You know what I'm saying? When I see you, I show the same love you give me. You know what I'm saying? So I do appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Now as he's speaking, he's doing a lot of, rocking and licking his lips and touching his face and you know what I'm saying? So
which is what somebody would do if you know that, you had an enormous amount of pressure on you because you want the last thing you say to be memorable.
Yeah.
And it's just, it really seemed very final, if that makes any sense. It just seemed very final to me.
Yeah.
Like he knew something
Right.
bad was happening.
I don't know who put the music behind here, but I doubt
Somebody that was doing it for aesthetic.
You know, a lot of people are like, yo, why don't you get on and say a prayer? You know what I'm saying? Prayer. You know what I'm saying? Prayer. And the reason I didn't or haven't is because I feel like this is the time when you should learn to pray for yourself. You know what I'm saying? God has given you time away from the distractions. You gotta be on your shoe. You know, the way from the distractions like that.
The bees
You know,
on your shoe.
Yeah,
away from the everyday hustle, things that we came to think were important. We're finding out haven't been that important at all. You know, haven't been that important at all. You know, and starting to realize that it's really important. It's having our loved ones around us, having our loved ones with us. You know, close counters. You know, just getting back to who we are, who we're supposed to be. The word says peace, be still. That's the word. Peace, be still. I mean, that's in the Bible. Those are not my words. It's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And we've gotten that. He forced us into it, you know? But, you know,
He's talking
that's what's
about
going to happen.
the pandemic now.
Yeah, that was just. I noticed there's a lot of heavy breathing, a lot of
because
nervous energy. It's very.
the whole video, I'm at the edge of my seat because I'm like, you're supposed to be uplifted. Like, we're not saying, well, I'm saying that I saw this after he passed on, right? I kept saying to myself, you know, when my dad posted it and, you know, he's just like, listen to the words and stuff. I said, Dad, this looked like some final, you have the last, you know, you have one more thing you want to say to somebody. That's the vibe I got from this. So that's why I say it's kind of fucked up with all his fans that paid for these slots are posting up screenshots of conversations that they claim they had with him. And I'm like, but you didn't. That was not X. As you could see in that video, his people had to tell him who was shouting him out in the comments. See, again, I am the granddaughter of a detective. So I look for all this shit. So I'm saying, if he can't operate Instagram, he's like, oh, so-and-so's, he looked confused when he said so-and-so said what up. And then he thought the person was actually there. But when they're like, no, it's in the comments, that's when he's like, oh, it's the comments. So he doesn't know how to use these phones. So how can he go and offer an opportunity and tell you to do this for Cash App, tell you to do that for Cash App? The man did not use a phone like that. And I think that the bottom line of all this is that I'm not letting this go. I'm not saying this is like my tirade for hip hop, because hip hop never really did anything for me, right? I'm doing this because I believe that dreams die because people like Lawrence Leal, 520 Promotions, and the Block 365 are the people that kill dreams daily. And I don't like that. I don't care about your politics, what you believe in, what you don't believe in. I believe in right and wrong. And this shit is wrong. You have kids, teens, young adults that are sitting there saying, should I pay my rent? Or should I pay for this opportunity to get on a mixtape with DMX? Because DMX is helping the artists.
And that's going to blow me up.
And it's going to blow me up and get me clout. And now he's dead. So what happens with all these artists that paid for all those promotions and stuff like that? Again, like I said, Def Jam should be promoting it. And I hate it. This is why I'm leaving, like literally done with the music business, because this is just shady practices and it's just not right. I mean, I do it for fun now. I don't do it for the business of it. I know a lot of the business of it, and I guess my income will come from educating others, because the game is sold, not told, right? But I don't hit people over the head. I don't hit people over the head. I lead you, I guide you, but you have to research for yourself as well, so it can get stuck in your head, so then you can monetize it for yourself to educate the next people. Okay? So bottom line, I'm not giving this up. They can take down every social media platform that I have. I'm never going to stop pushing the fact that dream artists have literally told me from their mouth that they are quitting the music business because of this shit. Because they got scammed and because they can't get their money back. They told me, you know what, that was my sign that I don't really need to be doing this. That breaks my heart.
Yeah. But
we're still doing a good fight. And yes, Mink Show podcast merch. I'm going to be updating it. Something a little bit more edgy.
gotta go edgy. Gotta go edgy.
Well, did we talk about that? Did they have the verses yet? With even Trina yet?
Is that I'm sorry. Is that tonight or
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, they say it's tonight.
It's probably on now.
Oh, okay. All right. So we gonna go and head over there as I, hang out in the comments with my Rabbit Squad.
Rabbit Squad.
If you see a couple of people saying, Trina, you're a scammer, just go with it.
Just agree. Just
go with it. I'm paying a lot of money for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to wrap up. This has been the Random Talking Indie Music Show. We want to give you guys the second Here Nigga Damn award because you did not ask for it, just like we did not ask for Creed 1, Creed 2, and Black Panther to be shown during Juneteenth. We didn't ask for it, but we're getting it. Here Nigga Damn. Also, hit up minxradio.com for past episodes of the Minx Show podcast. Hit that merch tab. Get you some Minx Mafia merch. You know what I'm saying?
Mama.
Yeah, the H&D award. The H&D award. Thank you.
It's the same exact that you see on the screen. It's the same exact thing.
It's the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? We got some legacy items on there. We got canvas bags. We got socks with our faces on them. We got coffee cups with our faces on it. I mean, get your day started right with a fresh cup of coffee out of an RTIM cup. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, do that. If you would like to purchase this piece of merch and want to tag us, let us know that you rock with us. You can always follow us on our social media handles, dog.
Yes.
Y'all, please do. And don't feel free to hit us up in the DMs if you come up with a topic that you would like for us to talk about or for us to research, because sometimes we don't really see everything. I kind of find topics on the fly. And so if you find something or you want us to discuss a good topic, give us a little time to work on it, then you feel free to DM us and give us your 2 cents. Like a suggestion box, if you will. Artists, if you want to send your music videos and your music, we do appreciate that as well. Submissions at minxradio.com. We just need one song or one video. We don't need no whole LP, no album, no all this crazy shit, but just when you send us something, make sure it's properly titled.
Thank you, more.
What's that?
Oh, he says y'all look dope.
Oh, well, thank you. Preach. Just give us a little EPK, a little something about you, as well as your social media handles, and please let your distributor and publisher know that your music is being promoted on these podcasts so you can get your coin, because we are constantly getting muted and booted from audio because you're not releasing your stuff to be properly played so you can get your coins. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you know anybody that's going through any type of mental health, physical health issues, anything like that, these are all toll-free 24/7 numbers that you can call if you need to talk to someone about anything, because we're still in a panoramic. You know what I mean? So as some people are really stressed out about it, ready to hurt themselves, hurt others, please give them these numbers. And we're going to add the rape hotline as well, because that's still pretty much, very relevant. So please be sure to take these numbers and, give it to someone who might need to talk to someone, because it's nothing more awkward than going through some shit, but you can't even tell your own family because they're going to say nothing's wrong with you, that you're just crazy, that you need to go to therapy, and they're just going to charge you to tell you some shit that you already knew about yourself. So if you want a non-judgmental, more soothing, more calming method, then, call these numbers. Let's see. Yeah, so we're here Monday through Wednesday from 7:15 till 9:30 for the foolery, the fuckery, and all the shenanigans, just like that bullshit Minx pulled earlier on the RTIM show. Yo, that cop's video camera was exactly that. That's a clip.
Clip it.
Yeah, that's a clip. And again, if you want to donate to the RTIM show, we do appreciate you. $1, $2, whatever. All proceeds go back to the Minx Show podcast and to minxradio.com. Make sure, everything's legit. Make sure everything's working for you guys so we can continue to provide good quality custom content for you guys. And like the whole rabbit hole thing, if you into that type of thing, join the new industry movement on Telegram, free for iOS and Android users. And as always, people, please call and check up on your loved ones. Let them know that you give a shit. Help out those who are less fortunate. It's not always about money. You can always just donate some time and some energy. That's all. Some people might need a shoulder to cry on. So be that shoulder, be that ear, be that person. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Right.
Earth. All right, we out this piece. I got to get up early in the morning. Shout out to everyone who tuned in with this caffeine. Y'all are the fucking best. We love you guys. We will see you Monday night on the RTIM show.
Yes,
Peace
ma'am.
out.
Hold up. Attention. Don't even think about it. This is the hottest radio station.
You are listening to MakeTrading.com.
Like red blood, like woo. Pressing on the bill, like woo. I'm a pro bill, like woo. Pull up with the bottle on the block.